Subscribe, hype, like, click the notification bell and turn on all notifications. And donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic SeanzViewEnt, your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash SeanzViewEnt.
Boy, do we have conflicting reports this morning concerning WWE releases concerning the game Triple H. Is he signed to the WWE as the report said? Or is he actually leaving the WWE? Again, before you say, oh, this is fake, this is clickbait, this is just to drum it up, and this is just to get us all amped and excited, the reports are out there. The talk is being discussed. What is the real, true report about the game Triple H? What is the real situation? Remember to hype, like, and donate below and become a channel member today. Help keep me on this very website, multiple videos a day, because we truly do believe in the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters this morning, first off, before we get into the report, we always get your thoughts, your analysis, because your view is the only view that matters on this very website with your comments, your thoughts, your opinions. Agree or disagree, for me or against me, leave it below now. What did you think about WWE NXT last night and all the debuts, all the first-time showings, the showcase of WWE superstars that we witnessed, that we saw last night on NXT? What about the dramatic debut of Evil? Evil is now in WWE, and is the sky the limit for Evil? The man that will bring darkness to the WWE brand, viewers, fans, and subscribers. But that's not even the big report. Now, we all know a couple of days ago, the report went out, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, that Triple H reportedly, and this is why I'm saying reportedly, signed a new contract, a new deal that would keep him on the WWE and that would keep him a part of the creative team. That was what was reported. Well, now you want to talk about backpedaling. You want to talk about backstepping, easy for me to say. Believe me, I have a big video about all my botches and bloopers I'm going to put into one big video. You guys are going to love it. All my mistakes. Hey, at least you can tell on the show I'm not AI. I'm not fake. I'm realistic. I'm authentic. I'm organic. I'm natural. If I screw up, I screw up. If I do good, I do good. I ain't here to pull the wool over anyone's. I have no skeletons in my closet. But ladies and gentlemen, is Triple H actually on his way out of WWE as the Chief Content Officer? This whole thing with TKO. Would the WWE be better off with or without Triple H? And if it's not Triple H, well then who? Who? Vince McMahon? Shane McMahon? Vince Russo? The rumors are exploding after the most chaotic WrestleMania week in history is still being felt over a week later. We break down the explosive new report from Bryan Alvarez revealing that Triple H's future was being actively questioned inside WWE days before WrestleMania 42. Yes, that is crucial. That is big. That is blockbuster to this report. Now, TKO management, led by Ari Emanuel, is reportedly overruling Triple H, Paul Levesque's creative decisions to force corporate synergy, leading to massive backstage friction, okay? Plus, we are looking at the devastating April 24th WWE releases. Now, we've covered this in depth. Again, there's been all kinds of rumors and gossip and speculation about who's going to be next, who's going to be cut, who's going to be trimmed, who's going to be released from the WWE next. With over 24 superstars fired, including the entire Wyatt Six faction, Aleister Black, Zelina Vega, the Motor City Machine Guns, Kairi Sane with the insane elbow drop. Dave Meltzer reports that Triple H and Nick Khan made the final calls for those releases in the company. With The Rock looming in the background and Vince Russo. Wait a minute. I was just bringing it up as a joke. Is Vince Russo really going to come back to the WWE? Will Triple H be gone by the end of 2026, ladies and gentlemen? Is the Levesque era already over, despite reports that he just signed a new deal, that he just signed a new contract? Again, guys, this is where drama meets confliction. This is where confliction meets rumor. This is where rumor meets breaking news, because we bring it to you to the forefront. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is not all, because we give you the impact, the significance. We go further, we dig deeper, we go more exclusive, we go more elusive on Sean's View Entertainment to bring you the hottest, the latest, the greatest, the newest. And guys, remember, super chat donation below, super thanks donation below by using your credit card in the comment section. Now, I am going to bring you up to speed on this. The real reason that Evil debuted in NXT instead of the main roster for WWE. Evil made an immediate impact on his surprise debut of NXT, and now we know why he showed up in NXT instead of the main roster. Now, according to Courriers of Bodyslam.net, Evil specifically requested to begin his WWE run in NXT rather than being assigned there by the company. Also, we got breaking news on Obafemi, guys. Breaking news. Obafemi, is he going to be fast-tracked to the main event? Is he going to be fast-tracked to a World Heavyweight Championship or a WWE title? Well, here's the thing. I mean, again, this can change. Of course, the WWE can always go all the way with this. However, as strong as they're going to make Oba look, especially in the coming months, really going to be built up for the summertime. Okay, he's going to be a hot commodity come SummerSlam, if not the main event already. However, is the WWE going to go all the way and push him straight to the moon? I think, is the WWE going to, strap Oba with that strap that Jey Uso had and catapult him to superstardom? Well, after defeating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania a couple of weeks ago in dominant fashion, which is what the world saw. However, I'm receiving word again, this plans can change, okay? But according to those in the know, according to certain sources, the WWE could be backpedaling on, listen, I'm not saying they're not going to push him in the main event relatively quick. I'm not saying they're not going to do that, because we can already see that happening. However, there is some talk, there is some rumor, there is some gossip that the WWE doesn't want to go all the way by just giving him the world title, the WWE Championship, whichever, Raw, SmackDown. We know he's on Raw now, but things can change, if the WWE has the draft. However, I'm talking about the two main titles, the two most important titles in the business. The World Heavyweight title held by Roman Reigns and the undisputed WWE title held by Cody Rhodes. That's what we're talking about. So the WWE right now don't want to face a situation where they ran into what they did with Brock Lesnar, because they gave him too much too soon, and then Brock Lesnar ended up leaving the WWE, and then he tried to explore football, and then he tried to go through the UFC, which he obviously was very well positive, huge, major, impactful. One of the greatest combat stars of all time, Brock Lesnar, in the UFC and in the MMA world. However, again, the WWE right now there's also WWE tryouts are also underway, guys. Breaking news. WWE tryouts are also underway. This just coming out right now on the Brash and the Brazen. Again, this is why we do multiple videos a day. I want you all to set a reminder on your watch, your cell phone, your iPhone, your iPad, your desktop, your laptop. I want you to all set a reminder to watch Sean View around the clock, because I will never stop for each and every one of you. However, again, the WWE are going to they're going to evaluate Obafemi, and they're going to make sure that, okay, if we give this guy the WWE title, he's not just going to leave out the back door and pull a Brock Lesnar. Because remember, when Brock Lesnar became the undisputed WWE champion, at that time, the youngest WWE champion until Randy Orton took over that, but at that time, Brock Lesnar was the youngest WWE champion, and we all saw 2 years later, Brock Lesnar was gone. He already felt like he accomplished everything there was to accomplish. So again, they don't want the same thing happening to Oba. And again, maybe they're going to have, Oba go to the main event, close out the show. Maybe he's going to slip on a banana peel, and then he can say, well, I lost. I came up short. Okay? I agree with this. I don't think the WWE should give him everything quickly and that fast. I think he needs to earn it. And by that time, he will have deserved it, in my estimation. But that's just the way I'm seeing things. That's just the way we're running it down, because we always run it back multiple times a day. Never any replays. Always fresh content. Always fresh opinions. The brash and the brazen. Ladies and gentlemen, many more to come. More videos. Remember to click the bell, subscribe, turn on all notifications, and remember to always search up Sean View on YouTube, because without you, there is no Sean View. This foundation is built by you. Subscribe.